The recent escalation between Israel and Iran has shattered decades of shadow warfare, bringing open conflict to the forefront. For years, their rivalry played out through proxies and covert actions, but now direct military exchanges have upended the region's fragile balance. This shift forces every nation nearby to urgently reassess its security and alliances. The stakes are global. Two of the Middle East's most powerful states are now openly at war, threatening to draw in neighbors and disrupt vital energy supplies. Diplomatic efforts have stalled, and leaders are forced to choose sides in a rapidly polarizing environment. National priorities have shifted from cooperation to military readiness, with defense spending soaring and rhetoric hardening. The region's political architecture is being tested as never before, with old assumptions crumbling. The Middle East now faces a volatile, unpredictable future shaped by direct confrontation and heightened insecurity. The Israel-Iran war has upended regional diplomacy, halting the momentum of normalization between Israel and key Arab states. Countries like Saudi Arabia, once moving toward open ties with Israel, now tread carefully, wary of public backlash and Iranian retaliation. Gulf states are caught between shared concerns over Iran and the risk of provoking a powerful neighbor, leading to ambiguous, non-committal diplomacy. The Abraham Accords have stalled, replaced by cautious statements and a retreat from public cooperation. Leaders are focused on self-preservation, quietly strengthening defenses and engaging in back-channel talks to avoid escalation. The conflict has empowered Iranian-backed groups like Hezbollah and the Houthis, increasing instability and complicating state-to-state relations. Governments in Lebanon and Iraq struggle to control these actors, straining ties with neighbors and fueling regional mistrust. The result is a fragmented Middle East, where alliances are fragile and every nation is left to fend for itself. Open warfare between Israel and Iran has fractured regional alliances and derailed peace efforts. The Abraham Accords, once a symbol of hope, now seem stalled as Arab signatories face public pressure to distance themselves from Israel. Economic incentives can't overcome deep political and popular divisions exposed by the conflict. Countries like the UAE and Bahrain are caught between maintaining agreements and managing domestic anger. Peace talks, especially on the Israeli-Palestinian front, have ground to a halt as attention shifts to the immediate crisis. Old alliances are strained, new ones can't form, and the US finds its influence tested. Israel grows more isolated, Iran more emboldened, and Arab states more cautious. The breakdown of unity makes the region more vulnerable to miscalculation and escalation. The dream of a stable, cooperative Middle East has given way to uncertainty and division. The Israel-Iran war has destroyed the fragile trust that once underpinned regional diplomacy. Direct strikes have shattered the unspoken rules that kept conflict contained, leaving nations unable to predict each other's actions. Arab states now view both Israel and Iran with deep suspicion, fearing entanglement in a war they don't want. International mediators like the US and Europe struggle to influence events, exposing the limits of their power. The loss of trust drives countries to prioritize self-defense, raising the risk of an arms race and further instability. Every new attack deepens suspicion and animosity, making future cooperation seem impossible. Without trust, peace efforts are doomed to fail, trapping the region in a cycle of conflict. Rebuilding trust will take years, if it happens at all. The political fallout from the Israel-Iran war has devastating consequences for ordinary people. Defense spending soars while funding for education, healthcare, and jobs is slashed, dimming hopes for a better future. Daily life is marked by fear of missiles, economic collapse, and deepening social divisions. Tourism and business suffer, leading to job losses and economic hardship, even in countries not directly involved. Sectarian and nationalistic tensions rise, fueled by war rhetoric and propaganda. Communities fracture as mistrust grows, especially in diverse societies like Lebanon and Iraq. Families face impossible choices whether to flee, how to survive, and how to navigate a society torn by conflict. The true cost is measured in lost potential and the daily struggles of millions caught in the crossfire. The Israel-Iran conflict's political fallout reverberates far beyond the Middle East. Instability threatens global energy supplies, disrupts trade, and drives up prices worldwide. The erosion of diplomacy sets a dangerous precedent, encouraging aggression elsewhere. Refugee crises and humanitarian disasters spill across borders, straining resources and compassion globally. The world's security depends on restoring stability and trust in the Middle East. This conflict is a stark reminder that peace is fragile and diplomacy essential. Ignoring the region's political damage is a risk the world cannot afford.